Let's continue our contemplation on the spiritual significance of Navaratri. Today is day 5, and day 5 is for the Mother Skandamata. We worship and seek the blessing of Mother Skandamata so that she may bless us and fulfill all our dharmic desires and ultimately lead us beyond all desires to a state of desirelessness. Mother Skandamata is the mother of Subramanya. And Subramanya is known to be the leader of all the Devatas. And in the yogic tradition, Lord Subramanya is the um, Adidevata for the center of desire in us, which is the Swadhisthana Chakra, which is below the navel. So I won't get into that. But let's talk about just desire and fulfilling of desires and transcending desire. The demon, there was a demon called Raktabijasura, story of Raktabijasura, who is killed by the Divine Mother. And the boon that he has is, even if one drop of his blood falls on the ground, it'll create another demon, another Raktabijasura. So it's almost impossible to kill him because he keeps coming back again. Every time blood spills over, there are more Raktabijasuras that come up. The Raktabijasura refers to the desire. The human desire is such that each desire, in generic, you have a lot of desires, and the desire in trying to fulfill the desire, you get more desires. And even if the desire is fulfilled, it doesn't end there. It becomes the starting point for the next year, next fulfillment of the next desire, higher desire. Fulfilling desire and having desire is all fine. There's nothing wrong. It's just natural. But you must never forget the goal. Why do you have a desire? Ultimately, the desire is for something external and objective. Once you get that, you feel a sense of peace and happiness. To give you a simple example, you have a craving for some delicious food. You desire it. And when you get it, when you eat it, the mind becomes peaceful. And in the peace of the mind, the happiness, the bliss, which is your true nature, is revealed. Just because the mind became peaceful, once you came in contact with that object, the mind becomes peaceful and your true nature is revealed. So the goal is experiencing your true nature, not getting the object. The part of getting the object is only instrumental. It is through getting the object you realize that your true nature of happiness and you experience it. But you associate it with getting the object. That's why again you crave for it. So spirituality is about understanding this game and putting an end to this game. Understanding that the objects are not giving me happiness. My nature is happiness, and it is revealed when my mind becomes silent. And my mind becomes temporarily silent when my desire is fulfilled. So in reality, the goal of all desire is desirelessness, because the goal of all desire is happiness, and happiness is your true nature. There's no desire required for happiness. In the true sense, you don't have to desire or seek happiness. It is your own true nature. All you need to do is figure out a way to consciously silence the mind. So Mother Skandamata is the one who blesses us. At one level, she blesses us with the desire, fulfilling the desires that we are strongly bothered by. Like you have a desire to get out of your the limitations of your survival. You have to reach a certain level externally. You need certain wealth. You need certain expansion. You need a partner. Various such desires are fulfilled, so that now you can focus on reaching a state of desirelessness, reaching a state of true happiness, unconditional, without saying, okay, these things have to be there for me to be happy. No. I am of the nature of happiness, and I experience my nature as true happiness. And regardless of what is happening externally, my inner state doesn't change. This is the blessing and wisdom that Sri Skandamata brings, and it is associated with Subramanya because Lord Subramanya is associated with the center of desire in us, which is the Swadhisthana chakra. So on this day we pray, may Mother fulfill all your dharmic desire and help you transcend all desires and reach the ultimate goal of all desires, which is permanent happiness, which is your true nature. And you do not need anything from the outside to get there. And this you experience. In your deep sleep, there is no world, there is no object, there is no desire, and there is no object of desire. But you are at the peak of bliss in deep sleep. That's why your body rejuvenates, your body heals, your mind is refreshed. There is no competition, there is no comparison, because there is no other. There is none other than your true self, which is actually the reality. There is none other than Brahman, than the Supreme Consciousness. So all desire in a way is actually desire for God, because God is the nature of happiness and that is your true nature. So you can't run away from it. You are actually seeking Bhagwan unknowingly. And where are you seeking? You're seeking outside. That's the only mistake that you're doing. But Bhagwan is your innermost being. And on reaching Bhagwan, how you do unconsciously in deep sleep, if you do consciously, that is known as enlightenment. So may Mother Skandamata lead us from begging for desire, begging for desires to be fulfilled on the outside, and lead us to the fountain of joy within, lead us to the Bhagwan within.